Kendra and Daveyy fight to stay in the game. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik-Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. It's day 28 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Dustin is the head of household, giving the NDP safety for the week. He nominated Kendra and Brooke for eviction, but Brooke won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Wheel of Fortune Golden Power Veto competition, and she chose to use it to save herself, and Dustin nominated Daveyy in her place, which means tomorrow either Kendra or Daveyy will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house, meaning the Liberals will be down to 2 members, unless we go to Rocks, and either Michael will lose his first member in Daveyy, or Corey will lose his third member in Kendra, leaving him with just Glow. Who will it be? You'll find out tomorrow. And what will their play speeches be? We'll find out shortly. But first, the 2 nominees, Kendra and Daveyy, definitely were campaigning a lot today. I think one of them was working harder than the other because one of them kind of knew they were in a worse position than the other. And I really applaud both of them for giving it their heart and their all. And I wish both of you could stay, but unfortunately we're going to lose Kendra or Daveyy tomorrow. But definitely, regardless of whichever one of you goes, we're going to be losing a strong player for sure. And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I want to give a quick birthday shout out to Lisa from Season 1. Happy birthday, Lisa. You finished in 4th place in Season 1, and you're part of the reason why Big Brother Cheesecake is so successful today. And you helped block Charlene in that chess competition, which is always fun. Yeah. So it was quiet in the Big Brother house because... Actually, I'm going to get back to that. Speaking of Charlene, I just mentioned her out of the blue. Let's get to our regular Tuesday feature, The Pulse. So last week, I asked the alumni and house guests to see if they could revive Jack from Season 4. And nobody has heard from Jack, which means he is dead, and we are now 0-3 this season on The Pulse. Brazil was very good at this last season, but I guess she just, now that she's no longer an extra, she's like, well, fuck this, I don't care. We have Rhonda from 235 dead, Zach from Season 6 dead, and Jack from Season 4 dead. So this week we are trying to hear from somebody who I actually haven't heard from in a long time, and there's no chance in hell of Joanne ever wanting to reach out to this person, but Charlene. I last heard from Charlene before Christmas, well, at Christmas, because she wished me a Merry Christmas. Because, Happy Merry Christmas, Andrew. I miss you. And I was like, okay, I miss you too. And then I felt Joanne's body shake. So where is Charlene? That's what we want to know. She's apparently retiring this year, and good for her because it's about damn time. As Chad would say, you're only as old as you look, and you look like 100. I think that was the exact quote. I can't remember. He had lots of quotes for Charlene. Okay, so now, getting back to the house. So, it was quiet today because Glow wasn't around. And a lot of house guests were worried that something happened to Glow about, personal issues or whatnot. I, quite frankly, when I didn't hear from Glow all day, I immediately thought the worst, and I catastrophized and thought that maybe she died. Hazel McCallion died, why wouldn't Glow? But thankfully, Glow is still very much alive. She actually just went to her sister's beach house. It was kind of boring, actually. I was expecting more from Glow. I was expecting, maybe, she gets the hinges on her hips replaced or something, but then, the doctor hits on her, and so she has an affair in the ER. And then, they go to the cafeteria and eat Jell-O together, and she's like, I told them I only wanted the lime jello. I only like lime. If you give me lemon, go to hell. But I don't know. So yeah, she was just at the beach. Anyway, we want a beach story, Glow, from like the 80s. Like when, what's his name, Hasselhoff? Hasselhoff was coming onto the beach from Baywatch, right? And she, of course, Glow was cast as an extra. You know, I didn't make the show, but I was there, and I'm into the hidden scenes in the DVDs. Like, we want to hear those kinds of things. Last but not least, before we get to the Plea speeches, I finally finished the barbecue Pringles that Zachy opened last week. Man, barbecue Pringles are the worst. I mean, no flavor, no spice, no salt, no sweetness, no nothing. It was like torture eating those. So, thank God they're gone, and I can't wait to have some more Pringles later this week. Hopefully, I think there's only good flavors left. Yeah, actually, I like all the flavors that are left. So, well, sour cream and onion is okay. For sour cream and onion, I like Ruffles the best. Oh, and I like the Kettle brand yogurt and green onion. Ooh. Anyway, it's time now to get to... So it's going to be a short episode today, but oh well. It's time to get to the Plea speeches. So, Kendra, Davey, in just moments, your fellow house guests will cast their votes to evict one of you from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house. And house guests, voting is now open to evict Kendra or Davey in the DR. Voting is open and will close at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a reminder, as always, that regular voting rules apply. We're in week 4 now and nobody has voted wrong yet. Hallelujah. Hasn't happened since All-Stars. So I just have to say regular voting rules apply, and hopefully you all know what the hell that means. Yeah, so Kendra, Davey, like I said, in just a moment, your fellow house guests will cast their votes to evict, but I will give you a chance to plead your case. BAM! Jesus! Oh, it gets me every time. That sound means a twist is about to be unleashed upon the house. Whew! Excuse me while I get my heart rate back up. Or down. Well, I don't know. Yes, so, house guests, I am doing something that I have never done before. I've done something similar in Season 6, but there were some differences in that, and I'll explain that tomorrow. But for the first time in Big Brother Cheesecake history, and probably the first time in org history, and definitely the first time in Big Brother Canada and US history, next week's head of household, week 5, has already been crowned. They know who they are, and they have been sworn to secrecy. They cannot tell anybody until tomorrow's episode airs. Which means if you're watching this and you're like, I was never told I was the head of household, that means it's not you. So, house guests, be very, very careful, because the people you campaign to, or the people you throw under the bus, could be the new head of household. You could be making long-term plans with or without someone, or talking strategy and blowing up somebody's game to the head of household. Who knows? But yeah, so to make a long story short, the next week's head of household has already been crowned. Tomorrow you're going to find out who and how. Okay, so now it's finally time to get to the Plea speeches. So Kendra and Davey, once again, your fellow house guests are casting their votes to evict one of you, and I will give you a chance to plead your case with one brief statement. And Kendra, you're up first. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yes, hi. Good morning, and hello, my fellow constituents and voters, Facebook audience, and my dear husband, Bill. I have really enjoyed playing this game and would really like your vote to stay. I feel that I have a lot to offer and would appreciate it if you keep me in the game. I feel I have made some great connections in this game, and even though I am blunt and straight to the point, I do not play dirty and I do not lie, so sometimes when I'm speaking, it comes off as a matter of fact, but all in all, I am a genuine person. I have had one LBA this season, and that was with Paige. Nope, not even with Alex, and she is gone. If you feel I would be good for your game or even a good shield moving forward, please vote to keep me. But I do understand if you feel I am not good for your game and you decide not to keep me in the game. You are all awesome people. Yes, even you, Sean. Davey, you are my Liberal teammate and I think you are amazing and love you so much and I wish you the best in the vote. If you stay, do what I know you can. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Kendra. I think I finally mastered Hillary Clinton's voice to the best of my ability, so if you get evicted, I'm going to be pissed. But anyway, just for the voice thing. But yeah, one thing, she mentioned the Facebook audience. Yes, there is a 10th vote to evict because there's always an even number of votes so that we increase the chances of a tie and increase the chances of going to rocks. So there's a 9 house guests voting and the 10th Facebook vote. So Dustin, as head of household, you will not be eligible to vote. And neither will the 2 nominees, Kendra and Davey. Okay, Davey, you're up next.
Hello, everyone. It is me, John Christian. Aka Davey, yes. I am a member of the Liberal Party. I'm from French Canada. I went out to Northern Ontario to get Owen's family to vote for me to clinch my victory as Prime Minister of Canada. I also had a pie thrown in my face. It was a very delicious pie. It had Prime Minister on it, and it was made of lemon and merengue. I love merengue. I have found myself on the block. Zut! That is not acceptable. Sacre bleu! But that is okay, because I'm going to eat a poutine. I love poutine. I also love the Montreal Canadiens. They are the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup. They won in 1993. I love going to Montreal Canadian games because every time Montreal scores a goal, the whole audience gets a poutine. Anyway, my fellow constituents, please excuse me since I've been at work, so let me thank you in advance for your time. Paragraph 2 of 13. Sitting on the block in general sucks, and I hope that you all know I'm here to play and want to stay. These are the 3 reasons you should vote to keep me. Paragraph 3. First, I will start out by saying I've had meaningful conversation, great connection, and feel as though I have tried to make up for being a bit inactive since I was in Vegas partying it up. I have been genuine in all my interactions, despite sometimes being so tired I forget to text back. I do it a lot, but I do text back eventually. I do not know how to use these damn phones. I will step that up if you feel some type of way about it, for real. Second, I think I've been playing an okay game, but we're about to enter the phase of the game where numbers mean everything, and I am a number for you in your game. Remember, the Liberal Party, they have the most seats in the House all the time. My strategy so far has been to be kind to everyone and not to make waves which maybe worked a little too well since I'm on the block. But as the numbers dwindle, you need someone like me. It's better to have it and not need it and not have it. Whatever that means. Hot and ready to turn my okay game into a great game with you. Lastly, I can't say anything bad about Kendra, my fellow Liberal. Similar to her, I'm a straight shooter and very vocal and active in the matrix. The only difference is that I haven't won anything partly because that wheel doesn't like me, but also partly because maybe I'm not a concert this season. Anyways, I hate feeling like I'm about to get my time cut short because I'm the replacement. Please consider voting to keep me and have a great day. I'll be reaching out after my school day and work ends. The Jean Chrétien, out.
Kendra or Davey, who will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house, get impeached from Congress and lose their shot at the $800 cash prize, and who will rise to power and become the new head of household. Find out tomorrow. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, to anger a conservative, lie to him. To anger a liberal, tell him the truth. Good night.